Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I have DK with me. DK, things going well for Australia, 254 for 3 at the 35th over point. They got off to a great start with Marsh and David Warner, and then Steve Smith came in and got that 74. So things overall looking good for Australia.
As good as it can get. Winning the toss, batting first, you want your top order to try and do the bulk of the scoring, and that's exactly what Australia has done. Credit to Warner, the way he started along with Marsh, who's looked the part. I do think this is the opening combination that they're going to go with. But what was interesting to see is how they attacked the spinners, Jadeja, Kuldeep, to an extent Washington, who's been the best of the spinners in terms of consistency, some good batting.
We'll have a look at India's bowling card as well. Like you said, Washington Sundar has looked very impressive because I think he's very intelligently moved his length around. So I think he's bowled tight, moved his length around. So he economically looks like the best of the bowlers. 10 overs, 48. Unfortunately, wasn't lucky enough to get any wicket.
What you need to appreciate about that bowling card is how good Washington Sundar has been, simply because two set right-handers trying to go after the bowlers, being an off-spinner, extra fielder in, still managing to bowl under 5 is a phenomenal effort. The others have gone for a bit of stick, but that's bound to happen. Rajkot is a flat wicket. We have seen scores of 400 almost being chased. I remember one game against Sri Lanka when we scored 400 and won by 1 run. So it's a ground that obviously produces a lot of runs, and here is again an example as to why Rajkot is such a great batting wicket. Doesn't swing much, so fast bowlers find it pretty hard out there. Kuldeep, I thought, bowled pretty well, just that at times he was a touch too full, which Mitchell Marsh latched on to. Jadeja, on the other hand, hasn't been too consistent with his lengths, but overall you can't fault the spinners too much. Fast bowlers, I thought Siraj bowled well. Bumrah was definitely not his best day. And Prasidh, inexperience showing a little bit in these kind of pitches, going short a little bit and trying too much. If you do look at the bowling scorecard, it might look like the Australians have played brilliantly, but I can promise you that Indians will come back and score, at least look to chase down a total and push them for whatever they've scored, because it's a great batting wicket.
Yeah, it is a great batting wicket. Can we say this is a good test for our bowlers, considering, like you said, Rajkot is as flat as it gets. So just coming into the World Cup, a good test for our bowlers?
I don't think the bowlers will be happy saying this, but definitely a good test. Playing on such flat pitches, it's always hard work. Batsmen have it easy on these kind of pitches. They can hit through the line, and we saw the Australian batters do that, but definitely an acid test for the bowlers. And it will keep them in good stead. It's better to have these kind of matches where you're really tested. They've been playing in Sri Lanka, which has aided spin, which has aided the fast bowlers. And here is a pitch which is obviously not giving anything to the bowlers. And it's good to see India going through those hard grind right now in the lead up to the World Cup.
DK, they have Maxwell, they have Cameron Green still to come. They have a very long tail that follows. Do you think it's going to go past the 400, or you think you're still safe with your 340 prediction?
Definitely not safe for 340. I think here is another day when we've got it wrong, none of us. And even though I thought at that stage, I went a little higher thinking Rajkot, but looks like they're going to cross that. But I don't think 400 will be breached that easily. We have to understand Bumrah is going to come back for a spell, and it's not going to be easy for the middle order batters to just come and tee off straight away. That's always a skill in itself. Yes, Cameron Green, if he gets going, maybe, but Maxwell is playing after a long time. It's not going to be easy for him, so I don't think they're going to breach 400. But at the same time, 365, 370 is very much within their reach, and if they do get there, it'll be quite a task getting down that total.
All right, we'll wait and watch because, all Indian fans don't want this to go past 400. We want that 3-0 whitewash. That's what we are rooting for. So we'll wait and watch, and don't forget to join us in the mid-match show.